Okay, we are going to do a quick video bit on how to update our profile in our InTouch account. So we're going to go ahead and go into InTouch. Mine does make me click on it more than one time because I'm an employee and not a selling agent. So you'll see here we do have our home page. Once we get to the home page, over on the top right-hand corner, we are going to click Account, and we are going to click on My Account. And that's going to take us through to the main page of the back end of our website, of our account. And we can click on this Edit button here. We want to make sure that our display name, our legal name, those are included. That is our name as it's written on a real estate license. My name on my license is Angela, but I've paid the extra $25 to be Angie, so I'm allowed to market myself as such. If I have not paid the extra money, if you're a Nathan on your license, you must be Nathan in all of your marketing. You can't be Nate, for example. Or if you go by a completely different nickname than your given name, that would be the same thing. Make sure that you're including the name that is printed on your license. It does say here you may include nicknames or team names. In the state of Maryland, that is only if it's written on your real estate license. Designations here, you can include any designations that you have earned. Please do make sure that they are in alphabetical order per the NAR. You can also Google NAR designations. The certifications will also come up, and you'll be able to see which of them have that little, the little registered symbol. Speaking of the little registered symbol, over here for title, so I'll go ahead and get rid of those because I don't have any designations. Over here for title, you can be a realtor or a salesperson or an associate broker. And you'll see there it won't let me type that much into it. You want to make sure that realtor is in all caps and that you do have that little registered symbol. Excuse me. If for some reason you need to get that little registered symbol, you can, if you don't have a numbers pad, my suggestion would be to copy it directly from the NAR designations. You can also just Google register symbol. It will pop up and you'll see over here, I'm just going to copy that and I can come over here and just hit the paste button and it's going to paste that there for me. If you do have a keyboard that has a numbers pad over on the right hand side, you can hit Alt and 0174. Again, that's hold the Alt key down and hit 0174. And then when you release all keys, that little registered symbol will pop up. Your license number is not required or in DC, but you can include that if you would like to. If you're on a team, make sure you've checked that button there. Phone numbers, we have a mobile number here and an office number here. Make sure that you fill those out accordingly as they will be labeled as such in certain places on your website per Maryland law. Contact methods to showcase on your website. Anything that you do not have checked will not show on your website. They're not going to say, hey, Angie will text and Zoom, but she won't Skype or do the WhatsApp. They'll only show the selections that you check. Your reply to email is the email address you're going to use in your marketing designs, everything that you send out marketing related, where you'll receive replies from the emails that you've sent. If I am printing out a brochure and I'm taking that with me to an open house, I probably want them to email me to my CBMove or cbrealty.com email. If I would like it to come through the system, I can do that. That would be my CRM or my client relationship management email, and that would basically be my InTouch email. And you'll see that here. Your CRM email is at cbintouch.com, and then your external email would be your Coldwell Banker email. Be sure to have your realtor logo checked off and your equal housing logo checked. I'm not a realtor because I'm a licensed referral agent instead. So I'm a little jealous, but make sure that you have that checked off, and your mailing address should be your office address. Down a little bit further, you'll see a bio summary. So this says, a brief summary of your real estate experience and philosophy. The text shown is on the agent card format on the home page. So I'll show you what that looks like. So your agent card is something you're able to include on your home page. And you'll see here I have a short card, just a little bit of information here about me and my profile image there as well. Also have a full bio. So a statement about my real estate experience and services, and this is shown on the About page. And again, if I don't have experience, maybe I have expertise. And of course I do, because we work for Coldwell Banker Realty. You want to put some information in there. I always suggest putting some information in about you personally as well. If you do not want that to show at the top of your About page, there are different ways that you're able to do that. My About page, I have renamed Meet Angie. So when I click on that, you'll see my bio shows up here at the very top. There is also an About page when you edit your website, and you're able to include some other information as well on the bottom. I'd like to point that out. Some agents like to have everything professional at the top and then have information about themselves personally at the bottom. You can see here, I've kind of lumped my personal stuff all up in my bio, just because it helps people to form that relationship with me, get to know me as a person, just my personal preference there. You also have room on your About page for a personal logo, a team logo. If you're on a team, this is the perfect place to put your team information. That should be included as part of your profile as well. And then here at the bottom, you can put up to 4 social media options. It does allow you to include, I believe, as many as you want. However, I've noticed when I go to my page, I'm only seeing 4 of the social media there. I had a whole bunch of them at one time and only 4 were popping up. So I wanted to make sure that I have the 4 that I want. So to control that, I've only included the 4. And really, these are the only 4 that I use for business. One is one of my office Instagram pages. I do have my LinkedIn, my Facebook business page, and the Coldwell Banker blog. You do want to make sure for social media that you're always including business social media. Excuse me. And then also review the contact information for your office. I will point out, if you are new, make sure you are on Eastern time. It will default to Pacific time. Make sure that you have your phone number, your zip code. A lot of times they'll include the last 4 digits as one long run-on number. I just took those out. Not too many people in my area use those. If you want to include the fax number, you can. And then you also have my images. You want to make sure that you have your profile image, the same image that you're going to find everywhere. If I find you on Facebook Business, if I find you on Instagram for Business, on LinkedIn, on Zillow, Realtor.com, ColdwellBankerHomes.com, on your website, everything should be the same photo. Excuse me. I highly recommend a professional photo. If you don't have the money to get a professionally taken photo, that's okay. My photo wasn't a professional photo. I had someone take my photo in front of the wall in my foyer. So just make sure that you have a plain background or a nice background. You're wearing something professional. Ladies, if you want to have the makeup and the jewelry, however it is that you would like to present yourself, make sure that you look professional, that you're looking at the camera, and that you're smiling. This invokes that you are a trustworthy person. And who wants to sell their house with somebody that's not trustworthy? Probably nobody. So just some tips and tricks. Again, just merely suggestions, but make sure that you do include a face here. You are also able to include a marketing logo. So I will tell you there are logos here that are our monogrammed logo, and we have our blue framed logo as well. You can click any that you would like to select. I do suggest blue. I've had a few agents that went to send out emails and could not find their logo because it was a white logo on a white background. It was there, you just couldn't see it. And then over here you have, it says office. For the about page, you can put in a picture of your office, your team logo, your own logo, anything really that you would like to go at the very bottom right-hand side of your about page. Along with your account, you're going to make sure that all of your activity alerts are set up. I do like to get a morning to-do list, a daily activity report, anybody that was on my website the past day, to make sure that I have followed up with them. You can also, excuse me, you can also go into the mobile app and set that up so that you can get everything on your phone as well. Status setup, this is going to be the pipeline that you see on the home screen. So we'll jump to that really quickly just to show you what that's in reference to. That's going to be this lovely pipeline here. It is a one-stop snapshot of the people that are in your database. I can throw someone in, this says made contact, I can go into account, I can go into my account, and I can click on that status setup. I can go through and I can actually edit these if I would like to. So maybe these are people that I need to make contact with. I can throw people into that field. Maybe this person isn't warm or hot or pending, but it's somebody that I have to make contact with. I can put them in there. I can see that as soon as I come into my home screen. I can also use the arrows to toggle them up and down. It will read from top to bottom is how you will view it from left to right when you get into your home page. And you can add a status here as well. So you can really make this your own. Your MLS status, your setup here is going to be for your IDX. If you have any questions about IDX, to my website, angiemyers.cbintouch.com. I am Myers with an MY. And under Welcome New Agents, I do have a how to set up IDX. If you don't know what IDX is, it's the Internet Data Exchange. It's the way that all of the good stuff from the MLS, all of the listings come from the MLS onto your website to make them searchable. And if you would like more information, if you're like me, I always like more detailed information. I did link what is IDX, and this is an explanation for beginner real estate agents. Gives you a brief history. How does it work? What are the rules and regulations? What can it do for your business? Because ultimately, if I ever tell you to use something, ultimately, I better be able to tell you how it's going to make you money. So I do have what it looks like without and also with IDX attached, how to set that feed up on your website. There is several different steps, and then also adding that to the market leader or the InTouch, and that would be here. Once we've added the MLS feed and we've selected Bright MLS, you'll see that that's going to come up here. Once my gone into Bright and followed those directions to set that IDX up, my BVP, my manager, is going to go in and approve me. And once she does, you're going to see the add agent ID and add office ID here. This is going to be your MLS ID number. This is going to be your office ID. You can find that in Bright. Excuse me. If you need help with this aspect of it, I can help you. Not a problem at all. The only part I can't really do for you is in the Bright MLS. That does require agent setup. Any orders that you've placed will be here. Billing and shipping information saved here. More information for the mobile app. You can get it from the App Store or Google Play. Create your PIN. No worries if you're downloading on your phone and it's not working right. It's valid for 3 minutes, but I can generate a new PIN at any time, put that in, and everything will come up on my phone. And last but not least, we have email signatures. So I do want to make sure that I am compliant. I do have Coldwell Banker Realty on my signature, I do have Coldwell Banker Realogy because I work for the corporate offices along with the strategy studio because I am a marketing employee. You are an independent contractor. You do work for Coldwell Banker Realty. That is what is printed on your license. And as such, Coldwell Banker Realty must be on your signature. Make sure if you have your office number, your cell phone number, that you've also included a labeled office number. That is also a requirement by the Maryland Real Estate Commission. You will be out of compliance anytime you include your email address or your personal phone number. You must include a labeled office number. That's 100% of the time, no matter what you are sending out, no matter what avenue it's coming through. It could be email, it could be wherever it is. You need to make sure that you have that done. That does not apply to me, again, because I am an employee. And you can also upload your logo down here. Again, my logo will be a little bit different. Yours will be the Coldwell Banker Realty logo. So you just go to the insert image, insert edit image, and here you'll see it's going to ask for a source code. So that gets a little bit more complicated. No worries, I will run through this quickly for you. If you go to postimage.org, this is what you'll see when you type that into your browser. I'm going to go ahead and choose my image. So I'm going to go, I do have the North Star logos are saved on my computer. I have them saved in a brand serve folder and then in a North Star logo folder. So if I would like to choose, for example, that particular logo, I can upload that, and then I want to look at this direct link. If I click on this little button over here, you're going to see it's going to say copied. And I'm going to simply paste that code where it says source. Okay. Now that made it really, really big. That's okay. I can take that down and I can make that smaller. And now I have a really nice logo for my signature whenever I email someone through this system. Now, mind you, this is only when I email someone from my InTouch system. You are also able to say, I hit the back button. Shouldn't have done that. I can also say, visit my website. Maybe I want to make that bold. I want to put that in italics. And then I'm going to hyperlink that because I want them to be able to just click on it and go straight to my website. Easy peasy. Excuse me. So I'm going to insert or edit the link here. I'm going to go ahead and type in my website. So you'll see, and I'm doing this purposely because most of the time when we type a website, we say www, if you're old school like me. And then I'm going to definitely make that target open in a new window. I don't want them to lose the email that they're in or whatever screen they're on. And I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to get a message. The URL you entered seems to be an external link. Do you want to add the required http:// prefix? Okay, yes, I do. And now I have visit my website, and that is included in my signature, and then I can hit save. Now, anything that I send out from the system, any emails or any campaign marketing emails as well, will have this particular signature. And anytime you make any changes at all, just make sure you hit that save button. You definitely want to make sure that you have your name as it is written on your real estate license. You do want to have your title, so that realtor with that little registered symbol, or salesperson, or associate broker. Those are the allowed titles for you to be in complete compliance with Maryland real estate law. Also, remember, if you have a cell phone number, a personal number of any kind, a direct number, a home office number, or your email address included, you must also include the labeled office number. You can put O:, they do accept that, as long as someone from the public would be able to look at your signature and point at the office number without you telling them what number it is. We also have some email quick text here. So you can view a list of quick text that you already have saved. So maybe you're unsure if someone is a buyer or a seller. You can see here I can go through and I can change the fonts and things like that. If you are unsure what to include here, you can hit create new, type anything that you need. But if you click here for content ideas, you will receive a list. I just copied and pasted some of them, honestly. I did copy and paste these into a Word document first so that I could change them to the font that I needed. It was much easier. Just note that if you include insert name here, insert brokerage here, that's what they're going to say. That's what they're going to see. So make sure you're updating this as you are updating. So we'll go down and look at if a lead hasn't been back on your website. So if I copy that here, and then I go to market leader and I create new, you'll see if I just paste it, it's going to give me this box, this really weird box. So we'll go ahead and open Word. We'll put that in Word. I can go ahead and make that a 12-point font. I'm going to choose Arial. I really like that one. If anything is underlined, I'm going to go ahead and make that grammatically correct. And then go ahead and copy that. Go ahead and get rid of that, and we'll go ahead and paste it. And see, that one pasted much nicer. It's got the formatting that I want, and I can go through then and just make it a little bit bigger. And again, that was if a lead hasn't been back on your website, I'm just going to copy that. You know, subject, I've missed you. Subject, I've missed you. That's going to remind me what I need to put on my signature or in my subject line. And I'm going to hit save. So the title is no more than 50 characters. So I'm going to put my subject here. I just need to remember when I send this to update that, and then I'm going to save. So what that does is you'll see here, you know, unsubscribe if a lead hasn't been back to your website. For example, if I go to my contacts and let's say I need to email Angie. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to pull Angie up, and I'm going to go through, and I need to email her. So I've clicked on the email, and then here you'll see I have quick text. If a lead hasn't been back to my website, I can click that and it's going to autofill. Now I'm just going to take my subject, paste it there, copy and paste. I'm going to delete that. And then here's my email. It's all ready to go. I can save it as a draft, or I can send it now. I can include those showcase properties on the bottom of my email. That's the other class that the other short tidbit that we did for adding featured properties. Excuse me, and adding showcase properties. I will show you that in a moment. And for this sake, instead of sending, I'm going to save this as a draft. So I'm going to save that draft. Draft was saved at 2 o'clock. And I'm going to exit. Now, if I go to messages, I can go through. I can see my drafts here. And now I have this draft. And maybe I need to schedule it. I'm going to click on this calendar. Maybe Angie told me, you know what, Monday at 9 o'clock, can you get back to me? I'm going to hit Monday, and it's just going to send automatically in the morning. I can't determine the time, but it will send for me on Monday on my behalf. So that's how you schedule something to come out in the future. I have until that date to come back in and take that out if I do not want it. So we've gone through the account, we've gone through the email. Also, if you would like featured properties on your emails, you can go to listings, market my listing. Now I am going to go into an agent's profile now because as an employee, I do not buy and sell real estate myself. So the system has a safeguard so that I don't accidentally do something I'm not allowed to do. So I'm going to show you from an agent perspective. We're going to go into listings and market my listings. This is okay. Even if you don't have a listing, it's okay to do this. Sandy's listings are going to come up. Kudos to her. They are pending. And now I'm going to go to my office's listings right over on the left-hand side under that drop-down menu. And now I can determine which properties I want showcased. Now they will round robin. I believe 4 or 5 of them will show at the bottom of your email. If you don't have them checked, they will not appear. I have some agents that go through and only have the active. Some don't care. Some people are like, nope, I'm just going to send anything I want. I'll showcase anything that I want. Whether it's pending or it's not pending on my emails. So you're able to do that as well. So that is your account profile for InTouch in a nutshell. Again, we reviewed our settings for our account, the information, how it's visible, our bio summary, and our professional social media, as well as our office information, where to upload our profile photo, how to choose a marketing logo for our marketing materials, and our office photo at the bottom could be a team logo, an agent logo, or as long as you own this particular photo, you're good. Please do not go to Google and just find something. It may be copyrighted. I have worked with several agents who have been contacted by photographers for copyright infringement. That does cost a lot of money. Your activity alerts are here. I do have my daily activity again set up. Your status setup, that pipeline on your home screen, your MLS setup is found here when your IDX is connected. So let me also very quickly just show you quickly what that does look like when it is set up, just so that you have a good frame of reference. Again, I am here to help you with that. If you need my help, I'm more than happy to help you get that set up. So you'll see account, my account, MLS setup, and here, because Sandy did have the MRIS, that has gone away. It was deactivated. They were basically bought out by Bright MLS, and here she's approved. She has her agent ID number here, her MLS ID, and her office ID here. Your office ID may be different. Sandy works in the Beller office, so she's CBRB42. I do know as they change this to Coldwell Banker Realty, I'm not sure that office ID number is going to change. They may just keep it. If we hear anything, we'll let you know. But for this time, whatever's in the MLS, you're able to use. Any orders, any billing and shipping, and your mobile information. Again, your email signature, very important that is compliant and complete. Your email quick text. And I didn't touch on templates, but they do have templates for welcome emails. You're manually entered someone into the system. You can set them up on an email as well. Your initial contact wizard email. So if you come into my website and you register, the system will automatically send this email. You can see here, manage the content of the welcome email automatically sent to a new registrant on your website. Manage the content of the welcome email you will send when you manually add a contact to your website. You do have to check a button for this one to pop up. And manage the for the initial contact wizard. So you can customize this message each time you manually send something. You can view the default here. So if you've gone through and you've changed it, you can see what the original was. It's right here. And there are some useful tips there as well. And if you are a pro, you can do CMA. And then there's a marketing outreach program. So I say, yes, just do the work for me. And if you're pro, you also market insider newsletter. and the listing search behavior analysis. So those are some pro features. I believe pro is $175 a year. I don't have pro. I can't speak to it too much, but you just make sure that you go in. Everything that you have in here is included with your InTouch account, and then also integrations if you'd like to integrate with your Office 365 or Coldwell Banker email, as well as if you get any paid leads instead of getting, going into bold leads, getting those leads, exporting them, importing them into InTouch, you can connect the two, and the leads will automatically be inserted into your CRM here in InTouch. And you will receive a notice with each new lead. So that is the information about your account in InTouch. I hope that that is helpful as you get up and running, and as you start your career with Coldwell Banker, Coldwell Banker Realty. If you need any help at all, please don't hesitate to ask. You can email me at any time. You can call, you can text. I'm available Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Any time that you need me, just reach out. If it's nighttime, if I happen to be looking at my email, I might send you an email back. Just know that you may not receive it until the next day. And with that, we will close out this recording and on to the next one.